think I'm going to remember back to that first play in the first game against Western Michigan his freshman year. He wasn't the starting quarterback or anything, but he took that snap and he went for a touchdown. And it was crazy because you'd heard so much about his speed. And it's not often that guys live up to the hype, and he's far exceeded it. He's been statistically one of the great players in Michigan history, and, in impact, I think he has. This is a program that needed someone to carry it. It needed a face. And, in the final couple of years of Rich Rodriguez era, Robinson was the face. He became the MVP out of nowhere, the Big Ten MVP, and then he continued to carry the burden of this team through all the problems. He was always smiling, he was always happy, even when they dealt with all the adversity, coaching change, new coaches, his struggles on the field, him adapting to a new system. He just stayed upbeat, and I think that, to find a signature moment in all that, I think there's so many. There's so many on the field. There's that crazy run at Notre Dame in that crazy game he had as a sophomore. But he's won all these games in the last seconds. The Notre Dame game at Michigan last year under the lights, when he did the improbable and he drove them that far and threw a touchdown pass with 2 seconds left. I mean, people became to a point where they expect Denard Robinson to do things they don't expect. And it's a magical quality. And I think that, there's going to be some perspective after he's gone. And I think in the next couple of years, regardless of what happens, people are going to appreciate him the further they get away from him. Because they're going to say, when he was here, we wanted to debate about what he couldn't do. That he couldn't throw the ball the way they wanted to. That, there was a game here or there. He couldn't, in this game, maybe on the road, he didn't play as well as they hoped he would in certain games. But they're going to say, well, we don't have a guy like that anymore. And we may not find one.